Welcome to the 9, everybody. Lee Thomas is here.
What up, peeps? Did I derail the show by music?
Ryan Armani is here, and I'm Dina Santafanti. Guys, I went to the mall last night.
What happened at the mall, Dina?
Wait, can we back it up and say why?
First of all, it is the holiday season to be buying presents for other people.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. That's right.
Now, did I do that? No, not at all. I was trying to find some work clothes. Anyway, I'm walking around the mall, and it got me thinking, are people going to return to in-person shopping this year? The National Retail Federation forecasts that holiday spending is going to reach record levels. And it's not even because of Black Friday, because we're not even there yet. Many stores are rolling out deep discounts. I will tell you, the stores I went into J. Crew. This was at the outlet.
Great Lakes Crossing. Love that place. I was there this weekend too.
Great Lakes Crossing.
Many of the stores had everything in the store was 50% off.
What?
Just everything.
So they just mark it up.
Well,
it's all psychological.
We won't get into the retail games. Yeah. It does make me feel better though. Buying something 50% off, I'm like, okay.
You can't ever pay full price.
No, you feel like a dummy.
You do.
In fact, the previous day I was at Old Navy and I did pay full price for something, and I said,
I got to take this back.
No, I'm taking that back.
I know.
That's why you got to roll with that.
I only buy things on sale. I just bought a pair of shoes the other day. It was 33% off.
Great.
Oh, that's good stuff.
They were $100 pair of shoes I got for 66 bucks.
Oh, that's a win. Big win right there.
Like,
big win.
I felt like I was like
Excuse me, Lee
champion.
Thomas.
What?
Oh, I'm buying stuff for 50% off over here.
Oh, my bad. Big win, Dina. Big win. Big win. There we go. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So that's that. I will tell you that the people working were very nice, friendly, excited about this. It seems to be a good vibe right now.
That's great.
In my little tiny sampling of walking into a couple stores.
Great. And I have to say, be careful out there. This is my warning to you. If you're on social media.
Danger?
Yes. If you're on social media, the sales are coming. And they're good.
True.
And I got the other day. It wasn't easy, and I didn't even need the monitor. It was a monitor, extra monitor for my computer, and it was so inexpensive.
That's why I bought the shoes.
And I bought it.
Right.
But did you need the shoes?
No.
Wait, are they coming?
Do you need
they're
to work
coming into your, They're coming into your email hard.
No, your TikTok, your Instagram, and they get you.
They got me.
X.
They got me.
I almost bought a pair of shoes that were cloud shoes from The Simpsons that were made out of foam. They look so cool.
That's why I bought
they
the
were like
shoes.
50% off.
I'll return the shoes, by the way.
I think you should.
I'll return the shoes.
Why did you do this?
It was an impulse buy.
Yeah.
Hashtag the 9. Why do we do this? Why do you see that
We
sale?
do need to control ourselves because this impulse buying.
I had to stop myself and go do my 24-hour rule again and go, I'm not going to buy anything else. I'm going to wait 24 hours before I hit confirm.
When I went shopping, I was looking for some faux leather pants.
She started to say she needed some faux leather pants, but do you really need?
Them. Okay.
So
Enough of that.
So I will have you know that I've dedicated my entire morning to this next story.
Oh, let's go.
He's been doing a lot of research.
Okay. And I'll tell you why.
Okay.
I was with my wife on Friday, went to a store. They asked me to round up.
Oh.
And I was as defiant as ever. I said, no, thank you. And then I proceeded to turn to my wife with the people standing in line behind me, and I said, they're taking that money, and they are using it as a tax donation.
Did they get you a soapbox to stand on, or did?
So, listen. So here you go. That's not true. While you are out at many stores, you may be asked to donate to a charitable cause. This could be a set amount or the very popular rounding up your purchase
several stores
to the nearest dollar. There is a false narrative out there. I've been totally guilty of it too, that businesses take your money and use it for their own tax break. That is not true. The businesses only serve as a channel to pass on that donation If you choose, you can take the receipt and make an itemized deduction on your taxes. More than 90% of the people do not do that, though. Last year, the top retailers raised over $700 million for charity, $749 million to be exact.
Wow.
One of the major downsides of this, though, is much like the tipping fatigue. We are asked to give. According to a study done by Ohio University and the University of Dayton, twice as many shoppers experience a negative emotion at checkout more than a positive one, whether you give or don't give.
It's like a guilt thing to me. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like it at all. And I question what's in, there's got to be something in it for the company. The company is just forcing all their employees, every store I went into, it could be a drugstore, it could be a clothing store. Do you want to round up and donate to XYZ cause? No, I don't.
I totally agree.
There's something in it for these retailers.
He said it's a big incentive if you can get $700 million of tax write-off.
No, he's saying that.
I'm saying you cannot. The businesses do not get that.
They don't get the write-off.
They do not get that tax write-off.
So, okay.
So why are they all doing it?
But wait a minute.
Out of the goodness?
Maybe it's out of the goodness of their heart then.
I don't know that
they could
aspect
change
of
the
it.
little screen and the gadget and everything.
Yeah, I don't know that aspect of it, but it
I
does.
thought you were researching it all morning, right?
Well, I did, but I researched the tax angle of it.
No, you're
right.
I didn't research the human emotion or how long it takes for them to change the little.
You know, I'm just saying, what's the incentive?
I researched the tax benefit for
every
it.
business in America to be asking me to round up my purchase or donate a set amount. Now, I too was trying to look into this, and I watched a woman from a group called Charity Watch, a nonprofit group, and she was primarily talking just about us being asked to make decisions. Where you donate your money to is a very personal decision.
It is.
And I know it's just 50 cents here or $1 here, but over the course of weeks and days, months, that
from
adds
October
up.
through January, essentially.
She said, this one from Charity Watch said, it is never a good idea to put a third party in between the person donating and the charity. Because
I agree.
The person donating should be able to say, you know what, I feel very special about, for me, I'll say Special Olympics. I feel very special about Special Olympics, and I want to donate to them. Making a split decision at Michael's, where I was also yesterday, and you're supposed to evaluate the charity. Is it worth my money? Do I like their programs?
Do I trust Michael's or whatever store it is?
So it's just. It seems to work, though, because they're bringing in all kinds of charitable funds.
Go ahead.
Just the last part about this, that is also part of the psychology here, too, because they're trying to. You are more prone to donate if you round up rather than if they ask for $1.
Yeah.
That is, so even that part of it is a psychological thing, because studies have been done that you will say yes to the roundup more times than you will say yes to, would you like to add $1?
And it's the guilt that plays into it for me. When you're standing at the register and there's people behind you and they say round up, you're going to say yes on peer pressure alone and guilt alone. But I will say this before we move on. Each of us has donated our time, money, and resources to charities. I have a charity. Dina supports many charities. You do the same thing. We MC events for charities. So we definitely give back. And I don't like feeling guilted at a register.
Right.
Because I give back so much anyway. Not that I'm trying to pat ourselves on the back, because we don't talk about it a lot. We just show up and we MC the events. But I will say that whole guilt thing that plays into it, I don't like that.
I feel like a nasty person.
Yeah.
Like
when you say no, you're like, I'm terrible.
Oh, you should have heard me at this register. They're taking our money and they are using it.
I would just say, though, retailers are incentivized in some way.
In some way, I'm sure. But it is not the tax break.
They're making every customer uncomfortable. I mean,
you have to say yes. You have to say yes.
For what? There's got to be a reason.
We'll do a Fox 2 follow-up on that portion.
I don't want to be all conspiracy theorist on it, but all right, guys. Thanksgiving is 1 week from today. Are you brining the turkey?
Not yet.
I am hungry.
I know there is a Thanksgiving.
I saw that.
There is.
Yes.
Oh my!
I got to go out and get some.
Is there stuffing out there?
The morning show, the earlier morning show.
Yeah.
They think we get all the food on the 9.
Well,
And we do get a lot.
we do get a lot. I was going to.
We feel very fortunate about that.
Yes, we do.
So they had a real nice spread, and I didn't want to run out there and
I
take their
deliberately
food.
did not go out there for their kitchen segment.
I didn't either, but I'm going to.
What's wrong with you guys?
I hope there's some left in the break. When you talk about the dinner table conversation, are you prepared? So it's obviously you're supposed to avoid hot button topics. Now,
Politics, religion, please.
Yeah, some people don't do that.
Oh my God.
As soon as you sit down,
they're diving in.
Oh,
they
yeah.
wanna
How do you
get
feel
into
about
it.
that? I don't.
But
Gotta have
it
a
is
popular
sometimes
center
hard.
person.
You don't know what to talk about. So experts say it's best to keep it simple. Reminisce what you're thankful for. You know they're going to say, everybody's saying what they're thankful for. Maybe talk about your TV shows, your movies, your books, or some things you hope to do with your family this winter. I wrote down a couple things I'll share with you guys.
Please.
Nice.
Here we go.
Dina took notes too?
So this would be for grandparents, maybe. You guys are my grandparents. Hey, granddad and granddad. What's the worst job you ever had?
Oh.
Is that a good one?
That's a good one to get it started.
Okay. If you could only eat 3 things for the rest of your life, what would that be? No?
Yeah,
Not a good one. If you win the lottery, or you could
It
say...
feels like a
that's
forced
a good one.
conversation.
Well,
That's a good
besides,
one.
these are prompts. It is forced. You're trying to talk to your irritating
I'm trying
family
to be-
members.
You're trying to talk to
I'm
them
trying to-
about something before they pick the topic. That's what you're doing.
Who's your favorite TV character that you wish was sitting at our Thanksgiving Day table?
Hawkeye from
That's a
MASH.
good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Here's one that I question. I got these from Real Simple magazine, by the way, and this was for when you're talking to, I guess you could be talking to anybody, but maybe a romantic partner. What did you really think of me on our first date?
Ooh.
Oh,
That sounds like
man,
trouble.
you talk about
That
staying
sounds
away
like
from
trouble.
controversy.
I mean,
You're trying
I
to
don't
stay
know.
away from
Right.
controversy.
Like even if you
not
said to your
invite it.
mother-in-law, what did you really think when we first met?
I don't want to
No.
know.
I don't want to know that either.
Here's the easy layup.
Go ahead.
It's the layup of all layups.
Yes.
Can you believe this Lions season we're having?
That's mine, man.
Oh my gosh!
You know
I
what?
have never.
I did all this research, and that's the best one.
This is incredible.
And I can't, it's easier if you just say it the way you say it, which I have done before. It's like, how about them Lions? And it just goes.
It's it.
It just goes.
It's it.
Yeah, the conversation just goes.
There it is.